2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Thrilled to have your company as we begin our coverage of this exciting event. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Well, last time they played, Tiger came out on top, so I expect this is going to be a lot of fun to watch, no matter who wins this week.
Well, Henny, I'm a little jumpy in my seat, and I can already see the man beside me sniggering. Rich Beem knows he's taken down Tiger once in his life, but I think it was only once.
Luke, please, please, please don't get Rich out of his box. Once we do that, we can't put him back in. Although, I will give him that he's done it. He's shown that Tiger can be beaten, but come on. Can it be done today? It's Tiger Woods.
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot. And here we are with the third shot. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Tracking. And that's going to come up short.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Par threes always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. Going with the 5-wood. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Judging it beautifully.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Sitting at 1 over for the day. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Oh dear, that's on the beach. I might need to get a lesson of you. That was well played. And here we are with their 4th. 4 shots behind our leader. That's frustrating. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Trying to save par here.
Nice comeback. That shows a lot of character. Be proud of that one.
With that putt, they went from the outhouse to the penthouse.
Teeing off here at the 5th. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. From about 100 yards. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
This player showing zero signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
I think he's pulled this one. And this one is for his par.
Looks good.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Here we are at the 6th hole. That's an awful error. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut.
This would be a great up and down. Fair effort. And that's all she wrote. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. That's heading for the fairway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. Putting for a par here. That did everything but drop. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole. And choosing the 8-iron here. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
He's got this for his par.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's feeling good. Just birdied the last hole. Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn, and it'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
That should find the fairway. Now just 1 over par. Looks like they're going for the green. Good aggressive play here. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. Oh, wow. Steady on there. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway.
Luke, That did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That's not the outcome they were after.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. And if this can go down, he'll save par. He was on a good line. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
Yeah, making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And this putt coming up for his par. Nice stroke. That's a good putt to make, that one. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Well struck. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
This one's tracking. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Good shot there, Beamer. Playing from around 230 yards. Opting for the 5-wood. Well, that's beautifully judged. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's return to live play now. Chance to move inside the top 20 if he can hold this putt.
This is on a great line.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. This hole is a par 3. Well, Rich, I'm pretty sure this player will be beaming with pride after that eagle. Let's see if they can keep the momentum flowing. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. 15 feet to the cup.
He's got this to pull ahead of Tiger Woods. That could heat this rivalry up a bit.
Okay, steady now. Putting for a par now. And with that putt, now even par with the final few holes to go. Just a few holes to play. Let's see how you take on this 16th hole. Setting up in the first cut. Opting for the 9-iron.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Okay, let's get back to the action. Getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. A par putt on the table. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. To me, the short par 4 is the most underrated hole in all of golf.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 17th hole. 13 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Looking good.
Wonderful shot. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Lydia Ko is currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf, the long par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Playing from around 210 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
They get a little ground draw here. And this putters for a final score of 70. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt was about 8 feet.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And that will do it for him at this event. Well, Henny, they've done it. They've finally managed to beat their rival.
Indeed they have, Luke, and they will be glad to check that box in their list of goals this season.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our feature group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
Yes, he's a big-hearted guy, but he's got a big game too. So look out for HV3, but don't worry if you lose this rivalry, because you'll end up with a great friend indeed. Ooh, that almost went down. Par putt coming up here. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
And now stepping onto this par 3 hole. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Ooh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. And he's safely on the green. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
That's inside the range. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here. What a drive that was.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
Looking for another birdie here.
That's disappointing. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
They're nicely holed. He finds himself at a share of fourth. Tee is yours. Here we are at the fourth hole. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Currently a shot off the lead. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Here's HV3. This putt will move them to 3 under par. And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? And that's the right momentum. Back into top spot on the leaderboard. Here we are in front of a par 3. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Needs this one to kick right. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
This is a good chance. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Not a bad line, this one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Lovely effort, that. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
That'll sting a bit. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
What a nice line.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that will take him to 4 under. And now that finds him in first place. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Oh, that was pure. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. And back to the play, shall we? And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. What's in front of them, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Leading by a couple after that hole. You've arrived at a par 4.
That dog will hunt.
Second shot here on the 9th. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, well played.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Oh, so close. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And there it is. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Oh, well played. Taking aim from about 170 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Now that's heading further left than they wanted, I think.
Looks like they pulled this one.
Playing their 4th shot. Oh, well played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Oh, well done. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Just didn't drop. This next putt is for bogey. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Let's see what happens here at the 12th. Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's return to live play now.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
Ooh, right by the hole. And tapping it in for par.
Currently a couple under for the event. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Great shot. Second shot here on their 13th hole.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Yeah, nicely played.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
The birdie just slides by. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Currently has a share of second place. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back.
Playing from around 150 yards here. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this.
The dreaded pull. Always disappointing on the greens. Putting for a bogey.
Good looking putt. Yep, well holed for bogey. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. And this putt to move into a tie for second.
Yes, and 3 holes to go in this event. Big moment.
Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat.
Inching their way closer to the top of that leaderboard. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. They need to get up and down from here. Just 1 stroke off the lead.
They're having a bit of pressure out there. Let's see how they handle it.
Well, this is a good one to hold to stay close to the leader.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
Nicely holed. And for par.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
Just a couple to go. Let's see how you handle the penultimate hole. Quality shot, that one.
Already with multiple victories this season.
Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 1 stroke back and right in it.
This putt to move into a tie for first.
With 1 hole to go, important putt indeed.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Gotta like it, moving up the leader.
All some real excitement running through the veins as this player tees off their final hole for the event, tied for the lead.
Luke, there's some anxious moments out there. It would not shock me at all to see this go to a playoff.
Well, it's effectively all come down to this. An important shot if they want to force a playoff.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
It's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66. That's frustrating.
It's unfortunate, Luke. I can only imagine.
Oh, Rich, what could have been? This player's going to miss out on a playoff by a single shot.
Luke, what a difficult situation is for this player. So close and yet wasn't able to get it done. That's going to leave a bad taste in this player's mouth.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Stoked to have you along for the ride as we begin our coverage of this thrilling event. I'm Luke Helvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round. And I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
So that's the final word from Beamer. Let's see how this one goes. Big putt for par coming up. Get in the hole. Oh, he's up, Tiger. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
That will work.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Very crafty, that shot.
Great touch.
And down it goes.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
There are so many stunning holes on this entire property, but there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
And he needs this to save par. Hey, nice looking line.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Set.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. His outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here.
Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out.
Time now for the 4th shot.
4 strokes off the lead.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
A putt for a place in the top 10.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard.
And it's Lydia Ko on top of the leaderboard.
The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on. Club up. I like this play.
A tie for 4th place if you can hold this putt.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This really looks good.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. We head up a hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
The par 5 ninth is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Let's catch up with Lexi Thompson a little while ago.
Second shot here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. Yeah, that one will play. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And it's Lydia Cohen, top spot. As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
This is a par putt. Be the ball, Danny. No. Then down she goes. Currently at 2 over par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now 4 back after that hole. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes. It seems so in this case.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
And with that effort, now 3 over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Second shot here on the 13th. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Bit untidy, wasn't it? And here we are with the third shot. 4 shots behind our leader.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Here's Ricky Fowler.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Trailing by 4 strokes. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
18 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
get excited. This could go in. And that brings to an end that hole. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
An opportunity to make a par here. Good putt, that. Currently at +3 for the round. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Oh, a 9-foot chance here. Oh, nice looking putt. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
Yeah, making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Oh, that's too bad.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And with that, this round comes to a close. Well, we saw the good, bad, and sometimes the ugly, didn't we? But it was certainly beautiful from the words that came out of Henny Koyak's mouth. Thank you, Henny, for your action today.
Luke, if the golf wasn't good, the weather was great. It was absolutely a pleasure to be able to join yourself and Rich and be out here on the golf course watching all the action and all these incredible rivalries.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey,